Welcome in, beautiful souls. If you're new here, my name is Jane. If you're returning, I'm so glad that you're here. This is going to be like a continuation, I believe, from the last reading I just did, and they'll be posted. I'll put them both, well, the one that's connected to this will be put in the description, so it's easy to find if you're interested. Now, this is for your spiritual breakthrough, and that there's going to be an emergence of psychic abilities like clairvoyance and some type of abundance. They also, when I was doing this meditation, they were giving me the numbers 1 and 8s. So if you're seeing 1s and 8s in any series, then this could be for you. Also, when I was during the meditation and I was asking if there was any kind of specific message, and they just kept giving me the word lucky. So I don't know if you've won the lottery here or something. Like, I don't mean in money wise. I think your angels have had some kind of meeting or something, and you are going to be a lucky, I don't know how to put it, receiver of whatever they're bringing in. So we're going to find out what that's going to be. So they're saying about the abundance. It's not just about money like I had left off in the last reading. It's about your peace, love. It's about your wisdom, your sense of your inner peace. It's about your inner fulfillment. And so they're saying that they're going to help align you with your higher self, and that you will be able to manifest your divine purpose. So that's the next step. And the last reading had a lot to do with that you're working through all your fears, and which is going to lead you to this new phase here. Well, your new phase was going to be that you're still going to be working through all your fears, and once you get through that, then you're going to go through the spiritual enlightenment. And it takes time. Like they were saying, you have to have some patience. So if you want to check out the first reading or this reading after that one, I don't know, whatever, it'll be in the description. Okay, so we want to begin, Spirit. Okay. Okay, the TBR, to be read pile. Yeah, the last reading talked a lot about your how you're always on a knowledge for search for knowledge. It even brought out that you were a philosopher with the moon, the Jupiter planet. Okay, whoa, that's too many, Spirit. Okay, all right. Good grief, doesn't want to come out. Okay, they want one more. It's on the bottom. The reading light, but it's in reverse. Okay, let me just move this deck out of the way here. Okay, we're going to set these over here. And we're going to find out what they want there. Okay, now this one. When I first brought this deck out, the card A Leg Up fell out. So that doesn't surprise me with the download they gave me. That you're lucky. You want another. Okay, what's on the bottom? Imagine. Look at this. Reaching up to the higher elements, the higher energies. Wow. Imagine. They did bring up about your imagination in the last one, which has to do with manifesting. Okay, what's this one here? True offering. What is this? True offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. Yeah, this has to do, like, again, this definitely has to do with that last reading because, well, I'm not going to talk about that. You'll have to just go and review it so you'll understand. Okay. You want another one? Receiving. Yeah, they're definitely bringing something in here for you. They're bringing in this spiritual upgrade or something. Every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. Yeah. Yeah, this definitely has a lot to do with that last reading. What's this one here? The Age of Light, no joke. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Yeah, absolutely. You certainly have. Okay, let's see here. Okay, they just said, nope, that's it. Break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewrite the future. Yeah. Okay. Don't dim to fit in. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Let's see here. They want one of these. This is an angelic message here. And this deck here, I'm going to just warn you in advance, they're the angels are pretty cut and dry. Like, they're not all about fluff. You know, they just want to give you the truth. They don't want you to be living any kind of delusion. So whatever message is in this card, it is for your highest good. And it is always going to be delivered, like, through love, right? Just, if it triggers you, it's why I just want to warn you. I don't know why I feel like I have to warn you about that. Okay, they want 2. It's on the bottom. Hope. Yeah. Okay. Set that there. Okay, so I'm going to pull out some tarot cards here. Should I do that at the end? Okay, they're going to have me pull out a couple of these first. Oh, it's on the bottom. Look at that. Inner child attunement. Maybe that's what they're doing. That's that healing that they're talking about here. Breaking the chain. The inner child attunement. Okay. Whoops. It's on the bottom. Dolphin baby. Yeah. Okay. So they're really talking a lot about oh, my dog. Hold on. She's outside whimpering. She's been running in and out all day. Hold on. I'll be right back. Sorry for the interruption. She's been kind of, I don't know if it's the energy or what's going on. Spring equinox is tomorrow, so it could be that. Dolphin baby. You know, they're bringing up the inner child a lot here. Also, you know, when we come here and we're on this planet and we have to do all this healing because of all the traumas. Oh, look at that. Looks like Jupiter. Just like the ended with the last reading with Jupiter. Sorry. I need to reground my energy here. So with dolphin baby, they're referring to here with when we are born onto this earth, you know, we don't really know anything. We're like children. You know what I mean? So when we start doing all of our healing and rising up into our spiritual levels, because there's many levels that we have to go through spiritually, um, we're considered babies, you know what I mean? So they treat us that way. They treat us that, you're just a baby and you're learning and, this is, so they don't hold any kind of judgment or, anything about, when you like shake your fist at the universe, like, God damn it, why? Why? You know what I mean? So just remember that when you're going through your healings. Let's start here. The bestseller. Wow. Wow. Okay. Oh my God, look, and that card was on the bottom. I'm not very familiar with these decks, so or this deck in particular. I got to look up that bestseller. So some of these cards I don't even ever see. I mean, I could use them for like 6 months and not ever see, half of the cards. This is about persistence, triumph, and recognition. Yeah, that's why, oh, the recognition. That's why they gave me the word lucky. Like I said, I think your angels got together and you won like the jackpot or something. Okay, let's see what this says here. It represents your effort leading to success. Yeah. You can trust that your creativity and courage are going to pay off. Ask yourself, is there a goal I am working toward? I am feeling Am I feeling impatient because I don't see the results yet? How can I cultivate more patience? Consider too, what is an area in my life where I am already succeeding? Often in our quest for the next victory, we forget to celebrate the successes that we already have right now, right here. And they also showed me the card in this deck here, they showed me the card gratitude. So I think they just want you to maybe use a little bit more gratitude because that will help keep you more grounded or something. But yeah, that last reading is really important for you to check out, I think. It'll help explain some things. It'll help keep you. This is, yeah, because they were talking about the patience, right? So this is about waiting, your anticipation, your future goals. Okay, so this card is to remind you that not everything needs to be accomplished today. It's okay to save certain things for later. Do a little today, a little tomorrow, pace yourself and give yourself patience and grace. And that's why I was saying earlier before I flipped that card over about how, they consider us babies and, they're only going to bring these messages with love. They have patience with us. They don't, expect you to be more than you are until you're ready. Like it's all about the healing, right? Okay. So remember that waiting can be a part of the fun. It's exciting to have something to look forward to. Delayed gratification can feel so satisfying. Yeah, sometimes anticipation brings just as much joy as the experience itself, right? Because it's all about the journey. The fates. Wow. Spirit. It's, I'm telling you, your angels, little serendipity. Well, you have 17, then 18, your next steps. Wow. See how these stars are wrapped around you and they go straight up to spirit? Yeah, absolutely. This has been fated. Your angels have made this decision for you. So there's something lucky coming in here for you. Let's see what else we got here. The inner child. And I was just talking about the inner child. And then this card talked about, and then now you get the baby. They're bringing this up a lot here. Your path. Look at that. No joke. So, it's all about having compassion and love for that, for all the wounds that you have, right? So, like this is about still dealing with those deepest wounds, because here it says right here, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Wow, spirit. This is really amazing here. Soul family. Oh my gosh, spirit. Just like I said, like, your angels and stuff, they're part of your soul family. You know, And you see like all these people coming out of this cave here, all your ancestral line, it goes all the way back. And you can see all the way deep into that mountain. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Yeah, keep calling in your angels. You know, they're there, they're here to support you. They're definitely bringing some kind of luck towards you. And, you know, they're really encouraging this healing. So your path here is to help you to trust that there's a plan far beyond what you can see through fears and illusions. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else they have here. Awareness. Yeah. You know, I'm not I'm not surprised that they brought out this unicorn here, because the unicorn, well, it's actually it's a unicorn Pegasus type horse, you know, with all these rainbows. And you know, this energy is going to come in fast for you too. This awareness. I believe that they oh my God, look, healing in the now. Wow. Your angels are helping you heal. They're helping you to bring some peace and comfort to you. They're showing you the path, though, through the healing. You know, this really has a lot to do with that first reading. Absolutely. Wow, Spirit. Okay, what else do we have here? Initiation. Just like I said with the good luck, little Lemurian egg. You know, they keep referring to the inner child, and that you're like a dolphin baby. And yeah, you might really resonate with being a star seed. Absolutely. Wow. You know, this is where you're still in this cocoon, being going through this like metamorphosis, right? And you can't break the egg open too soon, because it wouldn't be able to survive in the higher energies. It would be too overwhelming. You would be too weakened by it. So really, it's really important. You notice here, like, look, she's holding a dove, and then it says receiving here. Look at that. They can't release this dove. They can't release it until you're ready. Oops. Yeah. They want me to read. Which one do you want me to read? The awareness. They want me to read this card here. There's something in this here for you, some kind of message. Okay, so awareness is happening this very moment. Okay, so conscious awareness requires that all senses are sharpened. In this state of being, there is neither past nor future. All existence is focused on the now. It is a fulfilling state of being that makes us much easier for us to get in touch with our angels. It is not that easy. Oh, hold on a second. I'm reading this weird. It is not that easy, though, to keep your thoughts under control, as they are constantly fluttering about like lively butterflies. And you know, they pointed out this butterfly here, and then they showed me before, like, these butterflies here, and how the importance to trust. And I didn't elaborate on it. Okay. Sometimes they delve into the past or search for even more dazzling goals in the future. The present is the only moment in which we can be truthful. Yeah, because you know, it's that authenticity that they're talking about, living in that authenticity and the importance of that. So healing in the now, suffering provides you with guidance. And you know, this is really you know, if you've watched the other video, then you'll know. So illness often comes from much suffering. Know that the angels of healing surround you always. It may sound strange at first, but illness also always denotes an inner disorder. This disorder may date back a long time. It might even be lifetimes ago, or might be an acute occurrence. Illness is always an inner psychological event, no matter whether it's about you or someone close to you. Don't judge. Stay in love. Believe in the wisdom that works behind everything. Hope for the doors that may open to give you confidence. That's why I was saying, like, the angels are never going to, the universe is never going to hold anything against us, because they view us as babies that are just, we were born here. You have this egg here, and they keep talking about, like, you're in this cocoon to hatch, you know what I mean? Just like butterflies, they're in this cocoon, and they have to, like, fight their own way out, because if you go and open up that cocoon, that butterfly won't survive. It just won't have the strength that you need to go through the suffering and the heartache and the healing before you could connect to the higher realms, because your body the vibration of your body would not be able to withstand the energy. Okay, so there's a card here. Some, they brought these are tarot cards, but they're like doodled, like somebody doodled them, so they're kind of like fun. So they want me to bring them some kind of fun things here. So you have Six of Cups. Yeah, this is all about the memories, the nostalgia. Yeah. So call in your soul family here. Yeah, you're doing a lot of looking back and reflecting. And then the strength, look at that. Funny spirit, because they popped that card out as soon as I took it out of the box. When I took it out of the box, it flew out. And I was like, yeah, you need a lot of strength to go through this, because I just finished doing the other reading that I was keep talking about. So having that compassion for yourself, yeah. And then you have the Three of Cups is celebration with joy and friendship, and you'll eventually be connecting with your guides on a regular, and you'll be in a whole lot happier place, I can tell you that. Oop, that just landed right on my arm. The Four of Wands, look, celebration again. So I was just thinking about the serendipity here. Like, you'll start, this serendipity, everything will start aligning for you, right? You'll start, it could even mean marriage. Could be finding a home too. Your forever home. Feeling like you belong. Okay, is there anything else here, Spirit? Oh, there's two. Okay. Knight of Swords, yeah. Being assertive. Look, another horse running this way. And funny, because you'll have to do the first reading to understand what that horse means. Yeah, so this is all about being impatient. So they were talking a lot about you being patient. Look, the Seven of Cups, these are all these opportunities, but the fantasies, illusions, delusions, decisions. You have all these thoughts rumbling around in your head. But the Knight of Swords is where, like, you just need to be assertive and take direct action here. Oh, look, the Page of Wands. This is like where you need to have confidence. Yeah. Okay, do you want some clarifiers here, Spirit? Whoops. Okay. I don't think they want any more clarify. Whoa. This deck just like jumped out of my hands. Yeah, you know what? Here's the Six of Swords on the bottom. They wanted me to just end it here. The Six of Swords here. That's why they did what they did. So they're saying here, this is you moving through the trauma, healing in the now. So they got a lot about the healing. And this is the transition that you have to go through. But better days are definitely coming. And I see, like this cloud is like, raining on you. Like, I think that you're always feeling like the universe is against you. And you see this new home here. Yeah, the waters seem very turbulent here too. So I think you're kind of going through a whole lot of turmoil of emotions. But, this is that inner strength that you need to build up. You need to build up this inner strength so that you can take on these negative energies that are out there trying to keep you down, pull you down, torture you. Okay, so we're just going to move that here. And I'm just going to put this here. Look at that. The tower. Yeah. The tower is all about that upheaval, and but also the tower's is a good thing too, because it means that, you're going to come into a new way, right? New way of being. I'm going to put this here right on the three of cups and the 4 of wands, because it's all about that celebration. Okay. Let's see here. There's a couple cards here they want me to. Aquarius. Yeah. And Mars, it's a fiery energy in Mars. The waning crescent moon. Okay, so what's here for Aquarius here? Oh, there's Mars. Aquarius, where are you? Aquarius rules the 11th house. Aquarians are... Where is this card? Good grief, where is this? Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Retreating to your own world is what Aquarius wants you to do when it appears in a reading. Too often we absorb the internalize other people's emotions and neuroses. Interesting. It is time for you to rid yourself of them. Put your phone on, do not disturb for an entire 24/7, and have yourself a staycation. The appearance of Aquarius can also mean it is time to loosen up and get a little crazy. You are being given the opportunity to be out there and unpredictable as you want. If you are someone who always plays it safe, if you are being offered a free pass to experiment, make sure you leap into the water. Now is not the time for waiting. Okay, so Mars is leader. And so the appearance of Mars can mean you need to be more confident in a situation. If you have been sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get the things you want, now is the time to step up. We know that being overly pushy or combative is damaging, but being a spectator in your own life is just as bad. Put on a brave face, even if inside you are terrified. Strength comes in many different forms. Mars can also mean we are suffering from tunnel vision. Putting all your focus into one thing isn't healthy, whether it be a romantic partner, your career, hobby, or letting other commitments fall by the wayside damages them in the long run. If you need a push to physically start something, the red planet can give you the boost of energy, but be sure to actually follow through on what you begin. Yeah, this is a lot about the masculine energy. So like the masculine, and that's where they brought, like, the lion is Leo, and they did split it with Leo here, and I flipped it back in, and I shouldn't have, because that was the message, was actually the Leo one. So the next best thing was this one. I shouldn't have pushed that back in. I mean, I suppose I could just quickly read the Leo card. They said okay. Okay. You want me to read the Leo card? Good grief. The waning crescent moon spirit. Okay. See, I interfered with that. They pulled out what they wanted, and I didn't check with them. I just did it, right? Leo's appearance means it is time to take pride in your accomplishments. Yeah, okay, because they were bringing that up earlier. You're in the spotlight. and you've earned it. So be proud of that. Well, you should be careful not to let success get too much in your head. A little bit of ego signals to others that you know your worth. You should not be playing the supporting actor in the movie of your own life. You should be the star. It is important to remember that while you are doing well or earning some sort of recognition, there are people waiting on the sidelines hoping for your fall. It is an unfortunate reality, so keep your wits about you. If you do trip, keep your head held high and don't let them see you sweat. Yeah, that was definitely the card, the Leo card. Okay, so there's something here because I think that came out with the Leo card, and I interfered. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have interfered with that. Waning crescent. Oh, that's waxing, not waning. What's the... Jeez, I'm having a hard time getting to it here. The waning crescent moon. The waning crescent moon. Oh yeah, because look, they actually they had that card at the last. They ended it with that at the last reading, so they're just going to have me do it again, I guess. The waning crescent, or balsamic moon, is the final step in the cycle. It is time for for rest and recuperation. Nothing more can be done in this moment. You just need to wait it out. It is important to understand that sometimes, no matter what steps we take or preparations we make, we cannot change fate. Yeah, there's a fate card here. What we can do is accept what life comes with curveballs and try to go with the flow. So there you go. That's it. That's all I got. Okay, so that's all I have for you, and I hope this video finds you well. And like I said, I'll put the other one in the description, and then this one I'll put in the description of the other video. So whatever, they're connected somehow. Well, a lot. So they'll give you a lot of help. Anyway, so I'm just going to let you go, and I hope this video finds you well, and I bid you a good day, and I'm going to send you all my love and light. Bye, everyone.